Because food is...
She's using her belly as a table. I guess why not?
We got you. Come on.
All right.
Banana smoothie, so good, right? Get it in ya. Hey Frugivores, welcome back to another episode, or welcome if you are new to the channel. So today we are going to react to Samantha's weight loss story, my 600-pound life, TLC. Whoa, this is crazy. I haven't seen this particular episode, but I have seen a few of the episodes, and a number of you have requested that I react to these episodes, and I don't know where to start, right? This is going to be crazy. I can see already. So yeah, let's check it out. If you don't know who I am, I actually provide one-on-one coaching for those of you who are obese, in particular over 200 pounds. And also I do personalized fruit-based meal plans, personalized completely to you. So check it out. There's a link in the description below. All right, so let's go. Let's see how, there's actually a plane going past right now. You probably can't hear it, but so let's see how Samantha goes, right? I am very concerned already. You can do it.
Damn it!
There you go. Wow. What a start, right? What a start. Okay, so she is 35 years old, all right? And I'm getting to be nearly 45 years old. Well, I'm 44 this year, but 35. I just can't imagine someone 10 years younger than me being over 800 pounds. What?
My life is so miserable now. Because I've let my weight get so out of control that I'm barely functioning. And it's getting harder and worse every single day.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. Like, what is with the camera angle, TLC? What is with the camera angle? Oh, we don't need to see that on anybody. But yeah, well, this is the thing. If you let it go too far, right? If you don't take hold of it, as soon as you can see the problem coming up, then this can happen. And this could happen with me because I had a serious binge eating problem. The only difference with me was I found drugs. I also found vomiting, and I also found over-exercising to try to, compensate.
And I know I'm very close to becoming bedridden. So at this point, I wish my life was just a nightmare that I could wake from. But I don't. Instead, I struggle to do what I need to do to survive.
Wow. So like this is all her stomach, her gut right here is this whole ring band kind of around her here. Shocking.
And it's getting harder to get out of bed. Right now, I live by myself, and
I'm not surprised, right? I'm not surprised she lives by herself because no one wants to be burdened with her situation, right? We don't want to become a burden on others. That's when we know something is going wrong, unless we're like sick temporarily for some reason. But if we have this issue that we can address and we're not, and we're expecting others to help us, yeah, it's just draining, absolutely draining for them too.
a one-bedroom apartment on the second floor. But my size makes it almost impossible to do anything on my own. I'm barely able to even make it to the bathroom because walking is so difficult.
And this is what makes me mad about these people who are posing and, this obesity, fat acceptance movement. They're promoting obesity. Some of them are morbidly obese as well, and they're saying this is beautiful. Don't feel bad about yourself. Don't feel embarrassed. Don't feel ashamed. Just stay the way you are. Celebrate it. You are beautiful. That's rubbish. Stop lying to yourself and others. And it's cruel. It's cruel for you to do that because that takes away that drive for people to actually help themselves. It's obviously not beautiful, right? It's grotesque, and it's something that these people need to address and realize that, hey, this is killing me, right? This is a burden on my friends, my family, the society. I need to do something about this, not just be comfortable, in this sort of shape, and obviously the health implications that come along with it. It's terrible.
And once I get there, I'm at the point where it's getting hard to fit through the door. Mostly because of my stomach. and how far it hangs. And by the time I try and bathe myself, I'm already exhausted and hurting. With barely.
It's super hard to carry that much weight. Super, super hard, as you can imagine. Okay, so these people, they need to eat a lot. They need to eat a lot, but of the right foods, as I always say. Let's keep going.
An ounce of energy left to clean myself. It's been a long time since I could stand in the shower. Like 12 years. And it's getting so hard to keep clean. I've had to go from bathing every day to about every 4 days because I have to work so hard to do it.
How did she let herself get here? That's what I would like to know. You know, there must have been a stage where she's like, hey, it's getting harder for me to wash myself, to look after myself. I better slow down. I better get help, right? But she didn't.
But even on days when I push myself to do it, some areas I can't even reach without using a stick or something. I have to reach and poke and prod at myself, so.
Okay, we don't really need to see more of this, all right? We get the picture. It is very hard for her. This is one of the things that is not spoken about in these fat promoting videos, right? The fat acceptance movement. No one talks about this, about the pain, the discomfort, the embarrassment. And look, if you are in a situation, it's good to feel embarrassed. It's good to feel ashamed. It's good to feel these painful emotions. So you actually want to kick your butt into action and change your situation. Pain is the biggest motivator to change. Don't let anyone say it's pleasure. That is rubbish. Pain is the biggest motivator. It always will be. So let's move on. Oh no. All right, she's got some clothes on now. She got some clothes on, so we'll go here.
Starting in the morning, I have to have it brought to me because walking up and down stairs, I'm too weak to do that now. And I'm scared to admit that just walking across the apartment to get the food is almost more than I can handle. But instead of thinking about that, I just think about the food I'm about to eat and how full it's about to make me.
Remember, there is addiction involved here because of the substances that they are taking in. Like cheese, especially. The casomorphine effect as a result of eating cheese is strong, okay? Very, very addictive. No matter what anyone tries to say, like dairy industry, it is addictive. It is rubbish.
You too. Because more than anything else, it's the feeling of being full that I love.
I need to talk about this more. Obviously McDonald's, but they don't want to advertise.
Just so good to me. Food
Honey, this ain't food. This ain't food. Let's get that clear.
can fill me up and make me feel the most comfort that I've ever felt.
Okay, so she's got like a dozen burritos maybe there, and she's got McDonald's. She's got like a load of rubbish. All right, and something that these individuals don't realize, and a lot of people don't realize, is this is actually low in fiber. It's a very low fiber meal. Even though there's a lot of volume here, the amount of fiber is like in comparison basically to the volume is very low, okay? Because it's full of fat, right? Fat is not it doesn't have fiber, all right? Fat, heavy foods, they don't have fiber in them. The carbohydrates is where the fiber is, and sure, there is some carbohydrates in there, the burrito, you know, stuff like that. There still isn't a lot of fiber. There's a lot of refined grains, and yeah, that's a big problem because she needs to feel full. Like she said, she wants to feel full, and she can if she has high fiber foods and a lot of volume of the high fiber foods. It will change her life because it's low fat, and she'll start to lose weight. But yeah, obviously all this fat is keeping her fat.
It makes me feel like I'm at home and that I'm safe as long as I'm full and happy. Because food is...
She's using her belly as a table. I guess why not? So burgers. Yeah.
They hug from the inside.
They hug her from the inside. No. All right, let's just comment on the food here. She's got like 4 burgers. got like 4 like maybe quarter pounders or something like that. And the bun doesn't even have hardly any fiber in it. Okay, the whole thing is a fat bomb, fat and protein bomb. This is what makes people obese, morbidly obese, overweight. It's not the carbohydrates. You need to understand this, okay? She is eating a whole bunch of fat there, whole bunch of calorically dense fat. The fiber, the plant foods, the high carb foods, they are low in calorie density, high in volume, so you can eat way more. You can eat more than double the amount for the calories. Get it? This is the way to do it.
And no matter how much I eat, it's never enough. And there are days where I ask myself how I ended up here.
And you know, she said, I have to keep stopping it because I have so much to say. She said, it never feels like it's enough. You know why? This is a low nutrition, high calorie food. Okay, it doesn't have the fiber, is extremely important. It doesn't have enough carbohydrates for her, and the fat is interrupting the flow of the sugar, the carbs, into the cell and in order to fuel her and to make her feel good and satisfied. So she just keeps eating and eating. It's a lot of fat. It's not satisfying. And you can fill your gut with a lot of this calorically dense food.
And I know it's because food has always been the most important thing in my life.
Samantha's lifestyle, it's such a trial for Isabella. It's been one bad decision after another. And I finally realized about 3 years ago.
Okay, she's going in for the Chinese now. Going in for the Chinese. You just saw, I'm assuming this is just filmed straight after it. She's got the burgers, she's got the that was just full of fat. And now she's got like corn dogs or something, and then Chinese. Yeah, this is a huge amount of fat. She does have some carbohydrates in the noodles, but they probably are egg noodles, so another thing.
Somebody's not motivated to help themselves, you can knock yourself out trying to help them, but you're not going to get anywhere with it. So I can't do it anymore. I'm through.
So I've called Dr. Now because he's one of the only people that I know of that might help me. And he said he will. And he gave me an appointment that's supposed to be in a couple weeks at his office.
So you can see here that this is a low nutrition diet. It has a lack of actual nutrition, like what you need, what humans need, but it has an oversufficiency. That's a big problem of the fat and the protein and saturated fat cholesterol. It's like a huge strain on the arteries and the heart. And that's why you never see individuals like this. You rarely see them over 40, right? Over 50, very, very rare because they die. They have a heart attack or die of infection, cellulitis or something like that. So yeah, this is the way to die young, and it's not a high carb diet, is it?
But I have to figure out how to get to Houston to see him. And I can't fit into any vehicle except a bariatric ambulance. And there's not any that can get me from Denver to Houston. And I'm terrified because I don't know what to do because I'm almost out of time. And I don't want to die.
Yeah, see? No one wants to die, right? No one wants to die. And it's just a very basic survival instinct. And that's why we need the pain to motivate. These people need the pain to motivate them to change. Not complimented, not there, you're okay, love. No, real, in-your-face truth, okay? That needs to happen. It's hot here. I think she's hotter than me though. Feeling sick, developing chest pain, difficulty breathing.
We're not gonna let you fall, okay? You're gonna focus on me all the way down, okay? Let's get you comfortable, okay?
Wow. Come on. This just has to load for a moment. Wow, imagine being this much of a burden on other people, right? That you have to get I don't know how many people are here helping her, but this is just one reason to eat well, just one.
Enough, you got this. Step down right in front of you. Let's do it. Focus on me. Come on, focus on me. Which leg's coming first? There we go. Good.
Yeah, when these people are promoting obesity, like what they're doing, the fat acceptance movement, they should be also putting this on the end of their TikTok, right? The realities. Let's see the realities of being this big or even being obese, right?
Another step. One more step. Come on. I know. It hurts. I know. I'm sorry. Come on.
Oh wow. The help, what they call EMT, I think. They're so helpful. It's so lovely, right?
You're doing great. One more. Come on. One at a time. One more. Go.
You guys behind me have to get me. I'm losing my strength.
Keep going. We got you.
Yep,
Let's
got
go.
you.
Let's go.
Good job. Just keep
Go.
moving, keep moving, keep going, keep going, keep going. Two more steps.
Come on.
Keep going.
One more
Good
step.
job, good job,
One more
good job.
step. One more step. All right.
Good job.
Wow. She has not been down those stairs for a very long time.
We got you. We got you. Come on.
All right.
Fire brigade. This is a fire brigade.
Good job.
Grab this one, come
We're gonna do one at a time, one leg at a time.
Okay.
One, two, three. There we go. There we go. This was excruciating. That was just a horrible experience.
How did you let yourself get here? How? No, don't tell me excuses in the comments, okay? About childhood, about anything like that. We have to have this self-awareness. You know, we cannot let ourselves get like this. I could have. And I had some problems in my childhood
I'm
too.
glad it's done now, and I'm gonna go to the hospital.
There's a lot of...
I'm just really hoping that I can make it, because I'm getting worse by the second. I've never been in this much pain, and it's really scaring me, and that my body's gonna give out now. I love you.
Yeah, because she was just tested. She was just challenged a little bit. She's not usually challenged. She doesn't usually go downstairs. That's all it took to nearly kill her, you know? So, wow, okay, she's in hospital
For around 6 weeks now. After they ran all their tests and everything, the good news was my body wasn't breaking down or anything that I was afraid of at that time. But I still have so many health issues related to my weight, so they haven't felt like it's been safe to send me home. Dr. Now wants them to put me on a controlled diet here, but it turns out they don't really do that. Or at least not how Dr. Now wants. He's been checking in on me and some of my treatments.
You're almost hitting around 1,000 pounds, huh?
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Unbelievable. And Dr. Now, it's impressive you can still stand up.
You can still stand up at almost 1,000 pounds. But being bedridden at your weight, there'll be no way you can survive long. And it sounds like your body is already giving out. So this is a very bad situation, Sam.
I know.
You say that, but you're still eating whatever you want. And as much as you want. And pretty soon you're gonna hit 1,000 pounds, huh?
I hope not. Every pound that I hear that is added, I just...
I mean, the whole attitude of, I hope not. It is in your control. It is in her control. This hope rubbish won't do anything for you. Got to get real.
I'm a realist, and I just assume that
if I keep going, I mean, my heart's gonna stop and it's not gonna come back. Something's gonna happen if I don't fix it.
All right. So what plan you have to get healthier so you can travel and come and see us? What is the plan?
what is the plan?
Yes.
I don't think I have one. I've been,
Okay. So here's the plan you need to follow. You ready for it?
Yes, I'm ready.
So I'm going to send you the 1,200 calorie diet again. Okay? And try to follow that, which
100 calories from Dr. Now, and I know that he prescribes this, and I know why he does, and he also prescribes like low carbohydrate. And the reason he does this is so they lose weight rapidly, enough weight so he can perform surgery on them, so he can do the gastric bypass. So, you know, this is not what I agree with, obviously, but this is the way he's doing it. And, you know, for some people, it can help them to actually get out of this hell that they're in, but I don't agree with this method because over 50%, like a huge amount of them just gain it all back. And people die, and it's a sad situation. This is an extreme situation. I get why he does that, because for every gram of carbohydrates, you store 3 grams of water, and that's good, that's hydration. So he's basically dehydrating people a lot of the time. So yeah, I'm not in agreement with that, obviously. Big smoothie. For her, what I would recommend is the start of the day is to have like a massive, over 1,000 calorie smoothie, because like 1,200 calories, her basal metabolic rate, like just how many calories she burns when she's in bed, is probably like 6,000 calories. So for her to have 1,200, like hell, that would be hell for her. But it's one of those situations where it's a really, really desperate situation.
Means no snacking, you only eat 3 times. You eat only about 400 calories per meal. You can have the cooked vegetable and salad and 4 to 6 ounces of meat with that. And if you do that, you should have no problem losing 250 pounds over the next 2 months.
Like, what does he expect for the maintenance diet to be? I hear that he's all about low carb, high protein. It's like, buddy, this is not going to work. Starving people. So he's just starving her. He's starving her into a smaller weight, so then he can work on her, what he thinks in a more safe manner, where she is smaller. But this is not the way to go. If you are morbidly obese now, the change you need to make, first and foremost, is at breakfast. You need to make this huge smoothie breakfast, because it's very filling as well. Don't put a lot of water in there. At least 10 bananas, at the very least 10 bananas. And some of you might be like, oh yeah, but they won't want to do that. And well, look, it's your life. If you don't want to change, if you want to die, that's your choice. But I'm telling you, this is the way. Just change that for a start.
It's important you do that, because if you don't lose any weight, your health is not going to improve, and then you're going to get bedridden, and that's going to be really a dangerous situation with the weight we are in. You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, then you think you can follow a 1,200 calorie diet we send you?
Yeah, I'll do anything.
And do you feel like you're motivated to make all the changes you need?
Yeah.
I'm 36 and I've gotten to this point. It's terrifying. Like I'm just really scared. I come over.
You must have been scared for a while, right? Being that size, not being able to wash yourself, not being able to walk down the stairs. That's scary in itself. So anyway, we'll move on a little bit here. He's telling her, you obviously just do the diet, I guess, and now she is in ambulance, being transported maybe.
After months in the hospital, I'm very glad to say that I'm finally discharged. And I'm able to go back home with my weight down to around 900, which is a 40-pound loss.
When her, she's at a point where she just can't look after herself. So her responsibility to look after herself, it needs to be taken away from her. Unless you want to just let her die, she needs to be looked after by others, which is a strain on the system. It's a strain on the healthcare system. You've got to remember that, you're being a burden. But she's at this stage where she does need that external help. And you can see when she's in the hospital and she had the controlled diet, she did lose like 40 pounds. And I just feel like I could help these individuals so much with like a camp, like a fat camp, where, obviously it's going to be very hard with morbidly obese individuals because they can't really travel anywhere. So I'd have to travel to them. But that's another thing that I'm not wanting to do. But anyway, what I'm saying is, look, carbohydrates are not the enemy like Dr. Now is making them out to be. You don't have to do that. She would actually drop water weight if she actually went on a high carbohydrate diet with a lot of food, with enough calories. She would still drop weight, and not in an unhealthy way with this low carb thing.
Hit my limit too quickly if I'm up. And then I have to have help if I don't want to end up on the floor and in pain. Okay.
Through the gate. She cannot get through the gate, okay?
Sideways.
I got the pants.
But we've made some big changes to make my life easier and to improve my living situation some. The biggest is that Bella helped me find a new apartment on the first floor and move my stuff into it, because trying to make it up a flight of stairs was killing me. So that's a big help that's going to make getting in and getting out easier.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Catch your breath.
Wow. It's humiliating, right? Humiliating.
Today I'm home after being in the hospital
Out there who help, like the EMT, is amazing.
for a while. And I feel really good to have my freedom again. But to be honest, I'm real scared about being here because living alone at home freaks me out. I can't imagine it's going to work, but I have no choice.
This must be her children, right? That's very sad to see her children involved in this and to see their mother there, who's meant to be the strong one, right? The leader of the pack, you know, the one following me, following my influence. And you can already see the daughter is getting overweight. They're both getting overweight.
I've had Bella help me as much as I need her help for. And then when they leave, the rest is up to me. The positive thing is that I'm able to order anything that I need or want or like.
What? You just came from this doctor and you said you were going to do this 1,200 calorie diet not that I don't recommend, but now she's ordering takeout, right? And her daughter is enabling her, which I don't blame her. Her mum's telling her what to do and this is all she's ever known, which is a very, very sad situation.
It's comforting to me. So, I've been following the diet. Sometimes it's just like, why bother? If food makes me happy and I'm gonna die anyways, why don't I just make myself happy?
It's not all about you, right? What about your children? How about being a good example? And you think they want to watch their mum die? Like, give me a brace. What she's having now?
Look at that. I'm right off the bone.
It's really hard.
Well, that does not look, looks like there's 1,200 calories and just, a couple of those fries. Look, this is a big part of the problem here. This is a lot of meat, right? A lot of meat, a lot of fatty meat, a lot of fatty fries. It's not the potato. These individuals can eat, if you're morbidly obese, you can eat a truckload of potatoes, as many as you want. Bake them up, put like a sweet chili sauce on it. It's low fat, it's good carbohydrates, it's tasty, I'm sure you'll like it. Have avocado with it as well. You'll be fine. Just don't eat this oily, deep fried. Everything is fried. What do you expect? What do you expect? It's not hard to work out, really, is it?
I'm right off the bone.
It's really hard to watch my mom like this.
It's so good it makes me want to cry.
Is it actually really that good?
It really is.
It breaks my heart seeing my mom just kind of lose mobility. I don't know how to describe my emotion today. I was excited for her to come home today, but I was also unsure.
Wow. Well, she's not using the belly as the table anymore. She's using the table. Her daughter, I feel for her daughter so much because she's an innocent victim of this situation, okay? Samantha knows better. She knows what she's doing is wrong, okay? And she has given up. She's given up. She's throwing her hands up. Oh, well, I'm too far gone now. And yeah, she did go and see a doctor now, but like, what's she doing now? What's she doing now? And I could have easily got to this size, I'm telling you. Number one, I had a father who was very vocal against fat people, okay? So that actually instilled some pain in me because I didn't want to have that experience. That kept me from getting this big. But I had a serious binge eating issue, okay, where I would visit several restaurants in one night by myself and eat like crazy amounts, but then I would vomit, which didn't do a lot. I still gained a lot of weight, okay? But I also had this exercising kind of obsession at the time because I didn't want to get fat because I knew, I'm eating a lot of fat, I'm going to get fat if I don't try and exercise and counteract this. So honestly, I could have been there. I made different decisions.
Because I feel like the best place for her right now is probably the hospital. I used to always expect the worst, and I was trying not to do that and be happy for her. but I know that she's definitely scared of being alone. And I'm just scared that she's gonna have suicidal thoughts and be not okay on her own whenever we leave, and that's terrifying to me. She's been in the hospital for so long.
She's being incredibly selfish here, incredibly selfish. You know, the fact that she actually went to the doctor, she's like, yeah, all this, gonna die, blah, 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 yeah, my kids. And now she just ordered this barbecue chicken shit again. You know, it's incredibly selfish. She has to start putting others first instead of like, well, you've got to put yourself first, as in look after yourself, or you can't look after others, right? But she has to start thinking beyond her gut and her cravings. She's craving a lot of this shit because her cells are built on it, okay? You need to shift that. You need to start building your cells on fruits and vegetables and high carbohydrate foods, and then you start craving those. That's how it goes, okay? So she's in a bad place here. By the way, I have an amazing Binge Free Me book, which has amazing new recipes, my best recipes. I just wrote this book, just released it, so check it out. There's a link in the description below. And I also offer coaching and a personalized fruit-based meal plan to get you out of these situations. You don't have to starve yourself. You don't have to give up carbs.
That you have people constantly checking up on you. But here, she's on her own. She has no one. At first, everything was fine, and then everything went south really fast.
I just want to go back. I'm so disappointed about the Central Air situation.
And it just progressively got worse.
I'm so overwhelmed. Stop shoving food in my fat face.
It's really hard to watch her spiral like that. I'm trying my best to keep like a positive mindset. And then whenever she's coming at you with so much negativity, how are you supposed to keep that positivity?
This is so cruel to the children, like next level. 5 months.
This past month has just been hard. Harder than I thought it would be. But I haven't let that stop me from working hard to make it to my weight loss and mobility goals. And I know I've made more progress this past month because I'm back to handling more on my own. I still need my walker if I get too tired. But I can walk some without it now, so I'm using it a lot less. It's just when I push myself too hard that I have to get it. And once I'm at that point, I have to have some help. So Bella and Ivan are still staying with me. But I feel like I'm getting close to being able to completely take care of myself. And I feel good about how I'm doing.
Very in-your-face documentary. You see everything, obviously it's blurred, but like nothing is held back, right? Not on TLC. But I'm so glad to hear that she's made some progress, or she thinks she has.
I'm just hoping it'll be enough to show Dr. Now I'm good. I'm supposed to go to the hospital again next week to get my official weight checked. And I'm supposed to be down to the 600s from 940. 690. But I think I did that to make that weight. And if not, I'm at least close, because I feel like I've been...
What, like 300 pounds? Okay, so shortly after Samantha returned to the hospital with her weigh-in, a nationwide quarantine was issued in response to the spread of bullshit. So, okay, yep. And what happened next? For the next 5 months, she remained in the hospital because while she was on her own, her weight had climbed to 974 pounds, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable that her heart is still pumping, still working. It's just, wow, 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 wow. That is next level. Let me know what your weight is. Let me know what your weight is in the comments below. What's the highest weight that you've been? I am interested to hear that so we can help each other. That's the highest weight, yep. Yeah, I'm not surprised you got concerned. Wow, so they did it. It's been 3 months since the operation. And these operations, okay, they can seem like a success in the moment and maybe in a few years after. But people can die. It's got quite a high incidence of death, of complications, infections, and also they gain the weight back. like almost all of them gain the weight back in, I think it's 5 to 10 years. So, I mean, it is like a last-ditch effort, I mean, to help them. But these people need to know they can eat as much as they want. They have to. These individuals have to eat as much as they want. And you might be like, no, well, they're eating too many calories, that's going to be crazy. No, okay? When you're having high carbohydrates, the thing is, in order for her to feel satisfied and be able to stay on the diet, stay on high carb, she needs to eat as much as she cares for, but it needs to be low fat. That's the kicker. It needs to be low fat, right? And it needs to be lower in sodium. That's very, very important. And she would drop the weight, honestly. Lots of potatoes, she can have pasta, she can have rice, she can have like all sorts of, sweet potatoes, plantains, lots of vegetables, sushi even, lots of fruit. I mean, the fruit thing is going to be difficult for these individuals at first, but the smoothie, there's no excuse why they can't have a smoothie first thing, okay? It's really important to get the vitamins in as well, to get that freshness. Because where's the vitamin C in their diet, right? Where is it?
Hello.
Dr. Hidari, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Nice to see you. Sam, this is really exciting. You get to get out of the hospital finally. You've done really well. I'm so proud of you. Okay?
Thank you.
This was major surgery. It was a big risk. We took a risk operating on you.
It's very sweet of him grabbing her and being so supportive like that.
However, I appreciate your confidence in us and me to have surgery.
Nobody would ever take a chance on me. I was always told I was too big.
Oh, no.
So thank you for looking at me and saying, okay, maybe she can do it. Because I did it, and here we are. Look at that.
Of course, you've done so well. You've had no problems with surgery, and after surgery, you've been so dedicated. But moving forward, you go into rehab, okay? Very important to work as hard as you can in rehab with physical therapy, also with behavioral specialists. That becomes a big part of this process.
Really, that process should include a high carbohydrate diet, how to do it. And the exercise, that's great. They've got rehab. I think this is good. But the focus on the low carb and the low calorie is a real mistake. And that's why a lot of them gain it back.
Just about surgery, okay?
Right.
It's about everything after surgery. You've lost a lot of weight already. But in order to continue and not to regain, you have to really work with physical therapy and behavioral specialists, okay?
Okay, let's move it on.
Weigh in. Before you go?
Weigh in before I go.
We're going to weigh in. Let me see. This is the best way.
Oh yeah, no, the scales is actually on the bed, which is pretty cool.
Oh, okay. It says 280.2. So this is in kilogram. I'm just going to do a quick calculation. Oh my God, look, 616 pounds. Good job.
Yay!
Wow.
Wow, she's lost, over 300 pounds.
950, 970.
970, yeah. 970. This is really good. So proud of you. But you're not done, okay?
Not done.
You're not done. You're going to get below 500. We have to work with physical therapy and also work with behavioral specialists, with psychotherapy to really help her continue with weight loss. She needs those as support now that she's done so well with surgery. The first few months, slow down. She may get down a little.
That is amazing that she lost that much. It's all about whether they can keep it off. In these extreme examples too, I realize it's like, this is a last-ditch effort to save their life. So unless they have someone coming to live with them full-time, like myself, feeding them high carbohydrate, maybe this is the only option for these individuals if they can't mentally get their head around doing this themselves, handling the high carbohydrate, the way to do it, just doing it right. So it was, this is crazy. It was a crazy. If you want me to react to more of these, let me know in the comments below. And just please go and fruit yourself. Please start with a big smoothie. In the morning is when you're more likely to eat healthy, right? So take advantage of that and slam in the good food. Get it in there. I'm telling you, cram it in as much fruit as you can because it's going to help protect you later on against binging a little bit. Obviously, you need to eat more food, but it can take the edge off, and that's really important. All right, don't forget to go fruit yourself, and I'll talk to you soon.